Stormy Daniels attends the Oscars of porn with her lawyer Michael Avenatti, who says Trump should be there because he's get more people than anybody. Stormy Daniels arrived at the porn industry's annual Avenue Awards with her attorney Michael Avenatti, who joked that President Trump should have been there because he has get more people than anybody. Avenatti used his appearance at the so-called Oscars of porn to give his views on a range of political issues, including his belief in providing healthcare and free college tuition to all Americans. Daniels signed copies of her new book Full Disclosure at the Avenue Expo before posing for pictures with Avenatti in front of dozens of photographers who were gathered at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas on Saturday night. The pair were dressed to the nines for the event, with Daniels sporting a long navy blue gown with a plunging neckline while Avenatti opted for a dark tuxedo complete with a patterned bow tie. As he walked the red carpet, Avenatti joked that both he and special counsel Robert Mueller, who was investigating Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election, were being honored at the award show that night. "It's an honor for me to be here tonight because Bob Mueller and I were co-nominated for an award tonight. It's a joint award. It's best domination of a sitting U.S. president," he quipped. Avenatti also took time to praise Daniels and said he was fighting to make sure Congress would make Michael Cohen's hearing open to the public. "Stormy and I are going to attend, providing that it's a public hearing," Avenatti said of Trump's former lawyer, who claims the president directed him to pay Daniels $130,000 to keep quiet about their alleged affair. "I'm demanding that it be public to hear the testimony from Michael Cohen. It should not be in a smoke-filled room," Avenatti continued. "Frankly, I want America to see Stormy at that hearing because that hearing would not have taken place but for the courageousness and fortitude of Stormy Daniels. It would not have happened. None of this would have happened without Stormy Daniels. I'm going to be diligent and make sure that people know her significance in American history." Avenatti, who briefly flirted with the idea of a presidential 2020 run before he was accused of domestic violence in November, also talked plenty of politics. He addressed the issue of funding for Trump's border wall, which led to the longest government shutdown in history before the president finally backed down last week. "I do think we have to have a strong southern border, but that doesn't mean we necessarily have to build a wall," he told the Daily Beast. "I think we've got to find a way for each kid in America to go to college if they want to go to college," he added. "Above all else, whoever the Democrats nominate, they've got to be a fighter. If Trump is the nominee on the other side, he's not just going to roll over, you're going to have to take the fight to him." Avenatti said the country also needed to figure out the healthcare situation and took aim at Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's Green New Deal to fight climate change. "I think a lot about what she talks about makes a lot of sense, but I think a bunch of it is a little unrealistic," he said. "I definitely think we need to make climate change a priority. We need to rejoin the Paris Agreement. There's no question it's a crisis. I just don't know if we can take that big step to a Green New Deal in that short a time period." Nearly 600 adult film performers arrived in Las Vegas for this weekend's Avenue Expo, which was attended by 50,000 fans. Cardi B was selected as the first woman ever to perform at the Avenue Awards, which also opted to have only women present the awards at this year's show. Daniels happily posted a selfie with Avenatti at the event on her Twitter page, which had been briefly suspended earlier this week after she lashed out at Cohen for postponing an appearance before Congress. Cohen's lawyer pushed back his testimony in front of the House Oversight Committee next month, citing safety concerns. "Are you ing serious, Mikey? What about my family? You gave 0 s about my baby," Daniels tweeted on Wednesday. "In all seriousness though, this is why you shouldn't back down. This is your chance to be a hero. I'll loan you some of my balls, hold your hand, or whatever else you need to do the right thing," she continued. Daniels claims to have had an affair with Trump in 2006 while he was already married to Melania, and is suing to have a non-disclosure agreement about the alleged encounter invalidated. But a Los Angeles federal judge said last week that the case could be thrown out after hearing from Trump and Cohen's lawyers, who argued the NDA had already been torn up so there was no contract to argue over. The judge didn't rule on the motion to dismiss the case, but seemed inclined to agree with Trump's attorney Chris Harder and Cohen's attorney Brent Blakely, noting to Avenatti, "It seems you've achieved what you sought to achieve." But Avenatti disagreed, saying that he needs an agreement signed by Trump himself stating that he will not sue Daniels for breaking the NDA. Avenatti also wants Trump and Cohen to pay for the costs of the lawsuit, and admitted he wanted the case to proceed to force Trump to